Welcome everyone, thanks for clicking on this video on how to install solar panels on your roof and the various connections and things that you need to do. So this is the episode on installing the roof hooks. So as you can see, I've already done most of the job. I'm having 17 panels across 2 different roofs. Obviously the solar edge system, because it's the best. And for the price as well, it's pretty good. But obviously installing it yourself, couldn't really find anyone to install it in my area, so I'm gonna have to install it myself. So I went for the RENUSOL system roof hooks on the RENUSOL website. That's these ones here, and they look like these ones up here. Let's go and have a look. Exactly like these. So these are for pan tiles. Get one off. There you go. So it goes into the roof, the rafter like that, which I'll show you in a second, and then you can move it along the rafter depending on where the pan tiles favour for the joins. In these cases, obviously I've got flat tiles, but they're still large like a pan tile. So I'll just show you this one up here. So this is how I've been screwing them in. So here's the rafter, you can see clearly. I've had to use on my rafters, I've just had to use a spacer, and I'll just get one out to show you now. So it looks something like this, just something off eBay. It's 10mm spacer, just because you need a 5mm gap here, and technically all the way along, so it can't be under 5mm, but 5mm definitely where the roof hook curves over the tile. But yeah, and then 3 wood screws. I've been using these from Screwfix in the UK, about £10 for 100 of them. I think I can get the actual things, I think they're M6s, but they've been doing a good job. And yeah, so you're supposed to put them, as you can see here. So there's the rafter. So you've got 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, so you make this triangle shape. It's nice and secure, that roof hook's not going anywhere. And this is what your rail's going to attach to, all the way down the line. Alright, let's just come off the roof. Obviously be careful when you're stepping around. You're not meant to use these roof hooks for stepping, so try not to step on them. So I've used 1 or 2 to hold on as I come down. But really, you should be moving your tiles out the way and using sort of stepping points on the actual battens themselves that the tiles hook onto. Good. So like I said, that's the roof hook. So once I've installed the roof hook, what I'll do is I'll mark the tile, and I've just got one down here. So I marked the tile on the front side with a red Sharpie, or a Sharpie, visible Sharpie. Then I've been using the angle grinder. This is a really good blade, again Screwfix, but you can get it from any stockist obviously. And then what you do is you cut down as close to the top as you can, and then what I'll do in a second is cut these bits out and just make sure it's level here, so that when the roof hook's sticking out, the tile doesn't raise off the roof. So as you can see, all these ones here, nice and flat with the roof. For example, this one, see how there's no gap there, whereas the roof hook would be lifting this up before I'd done all these. You see, look, they're nice and flat all the way up the roof, and that makes sure it's building regs, and just make sure your roof stays watertight. Obviously there are some holes. I plan to fill them in maybe with some expanding foam, just to sort of keep the bugs out, wasps etc. nesting. But yeah, as you can see, we're almost there. So I've got another 3 to do on the top row here, and then I'll be done. Any questions or comments, just leave in the reviews section below, and yeah, let me know if you want any more advice on the initial stages of putting a RENUSOL roof hook tile. There's also a good video on YouTube that RENUSOL put out that I followed, but they don't talk about screwing it. But otherwise it's good information. That's all for now. Next stage will be putting on the rails. There's one rail there, as you can see. So I'll be putting them on, cutting them as necessary, and then it will be wiring and panels. So subscribe if you're keen to get solar panels yourself, save yourself a bit of money. And I've also got a battery which I'll be installing all solar edge. So I've gone solar edge panels, solar edge optimizers that come with the panels, solar edge inverter, and solar edge battery. So we'll see how we get on. Thanks for watching.